Well, the time is just gone 9:46 as we continue with our broadcast this morning right here on Salam Media, News and Views it is with myself, Inayat Wadi. And now we are moving on to talking about the journey of the lifetime. We're talking about the life-changing journey of Hajj 1446. And this morning we're speaking with the managing director of Yusra, Yusra Tours. We're talking with Yasser Mookadam. Yasser, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome and jazakallah khair and so much for your time.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah, Brother Inayat, and Jummah Mubarak to you and all the listeners as well.
Yes, Alhamdulillah, before we know it, the Hajj 1446-2025 will be upon us. And I'm sure, we've seen last week, we've seen already talks of accreditation, all of that already starting to filter and coming through as well. And Yusra Tours obviously being one of the operators, Alhamdulillah, and you have been around for a very, very long time. And let's just talk about this journey of a lifetime, and particularly looking at yourself as Yusra Tours.
Like you said, we're still busy getting over the nostalgia of the past Hajj and the memories of the past Hajj, and the next Hajj is already dawned upon us with accreditation and packages. Some of our past Hajj and ourselves, we still have the memories fresh of the past Hajj, and to just see how fast things are moving within Saudi Arabia. And we're already in the next phase for Hajj, for the next Hajj, Hajj 1446. And like you said, we have been around for a long time. Your Hajj is a once in a lifetime journey. Many people have saved up for many, many years. A simple thing is just looking at the list of accreditation. And if you look at the year of the people who got accredited this year, if you look at the year that they actually have applied for accreditation, it just shows you how long and how eager people are waiting to go on this once in a lifetime journey. And many people, unfortunately, by Allah's will, some may not be around. Those who have applied so long ago may not be around. They may not be in the best of health to go. But yes, Alhamdulillah, to all those who have been accredited, our packages are all out now. It's available on all our platforms for everybody to view it.
Yes, we'll talk about your packages in a minute because I think it's very, very important that we need to obviously focus on what can be expected as far as packages are concerned this time around. But just looking at, over the years, we've seen a number of changes that have taken place with regard to the authorities in Saudi Arabia, the Hajj ministry, and things have been a bit different in the last few years, with regard to the Hajj as well. And I'm sure at Yusra Tours, you are abreast with some of the changes, anything different, anything new that may arise this time around that people need to be aware with, to be aware of, Yasser?
Definitely. There's been a lot of changes, and you have to give the Saudis credit for that. With their systems from the time it opens, where an agent has to do the hotel bookings, the payments, everything is transparent. There's no payments to hotels. There's no payments to the third parties. They have a unified portal where all payments have to go through, and then the hotels get paid from there. Within the kingdom, last year we saw a lot of changes and quite strict. Where they you can understand from where they're coming. Ways there are people who've been waiting their entire lives who want to go for Hajj and get a Hajj visa, and they were quite strict last year with certain measurements with people coming in on different visas, and you have to give them credit to that because it's an amana to the person who's coming on a Hajj visa to get the services that is that they allow for Hujjaj on a Hajj visa, and not on an Umrah visa or any other visas. I mean, last year, this was the biggest change that we saw where they introduced the Nusuk card, and they were entirely strict. I mean, many people were taken away, were locked up, were sent home who didn't have this Nusuk card. And you could only get this Nusuk card if you have a Hajj visa. I mean, I'm doing this for many, many years, alhamdulillah, and year in, year out, I've seen drastic changes with regards to, traffic control, the 5 days of Hajj control. I mean, a few years ago, it used to be a nightmare moving from Mina to Arafah to Muzdalifah. It would take us hours in buses, but alhamdulillah, the way the system is, and I'm sure it's only going to get better.
Well, inshallah, it will. Now, I just want to come back to this whole guide, and I see you've issued, quite a comprehensive guide for prospective Hujjaj, even naming the days of Hajj, in June next year as well. Alhamdulillah. Just looking at the guide that you are providing to people to book, and you're providing them with some information with regard to hotels, both in Makkah and Azizia, things like ziyarats, and all the other inclusions and possible exclusions also of these packages. Just take us through some of this, some of the more important and relevant issues that people need to consider, Yasser.
Definitely, that's a very good point. So basically, the PDF file, the brochure that we provide is a guideline to Hujjaj, when booking their Hajj trip. No matter who that they book or whichever accredited agent, it's very important, as it's your once in a lifetime journey. You need to look out for certain factors. I mean, I feel for the Hujjaj to go through so many packages with so many different agents. I mean, it's about 50 or 60 different options. It's confusing, but obviously your own budget, but obviously there's key factors to look out for is what is included with regards to what ziyarats are included in Makkah and Medina. So you get your standard ziyarats in Makkah and Medina, then you get the optionals, that is your trip to Badr, the Battle of Badr. There's there's Taif, there's Jeddah day trips, there's the optional climbs to Jabal Nur, to Jabal Tur. There's points to look out to when going to Azizia. I mean, there's different dates to go to Azizia. One can go on the 20th of Zilqa'dah, the 25th of Zilqa'dah, the 1st of Zilhijjah, the 4th of Zilhijjah. This would all mean that your number of nights, obviously the earlier you go, the longer your stay in Azizia, and the shorter your stay would be in Makkah. Are you still there?
Yes, we are. Yasser, continue.
Sorry, the line froze there. So there's a lot of important factors to look out for, especially in your inclusions, what taxes are included, what taxes are excluded. Sharing in Azizia, whether you're sharing in Azizia, whether it's a communal bathroom or you have an ensuite bathroom, whether you have your own room in Azizia, things like this. The packages, hotels, I mean, generally each agent would use good hotels when it comes to Makkah and Medina, but it's very important to look at the inclusions and the exclusions, and also the Azizia, the part when you go to Azizia, what meals are included, how many meals are included, do you have meals after Hajj as well? Example, these are just some of the key things to look out for.
Well, like I said, if the brochure actually does spell it out very, very clearly. And what I like also is you've given quite a comprehensive overview of the various packages, whether somebody wants to go for 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, and even 2 weeks. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the idea this year is we've changed our concept a bit, where we used to have, for example, a bronze package, then we used to have platinum, silver, gold, and we found that somebody who maybe wants to do a comparison between packages may need to flip through certain pages, and we said, let's do something that's easy on the eye and simple for the Hujjaj. So if you have a look at our packages, for example, if a person knows, okay, I'm going for 6 weeks, he can then go to our package and look at all the 6 weeks options, on one page without having to flip through and go and compare different prices. Everything is in one line, whether it's from your entry level to economy to your deluxe to your premium. It's all in one line, so the person can make the comparison on that page. And we've decided this year is that many people, when they get to Saudi Arabia, after spending a lot of money on flights and packages, budgets are tight, especially on meals and spending. And then people want to do the optional tours, and then some people, they may not have the funds, and then some people have the funds. So it's not a nice feeling if some person half go and half don't go. So we said this year, let us include everything. So whether it's the ziyarats, whether it's Badr, whether it's Taif, whether it's Jeddah, your climbs. We said, look, let us not put polls out there and say who's on, who's off, because ultimately it's then now differentiating who can afford it and who can't afford it. So we said, let's include everything. So everybody, whilst they're there, is included in all of our activities and ziyarats, etc.
Yes, and also I think, obviously it's the support that the Hujjaj are being provided with. And I'm sure, over the period of time, you've built the expertise, you've got the team, you have a professional team that is there to assist and to support the Hujjaj in more ways than one, not only taking care of the logistical issues and travel and accommodation, but also in terms of spiritual needs as well, and the guidance of ulama and the like as well. So all of that under control at this point in time, Yasser.
Of course, alhamdulillah, we have a great team when it comes to the logistics teams, the management team, and the ulama team. And to our team, which was already a great team, yesterday we broke the news in Cape Town that added to our team, we have now added the esteemed Sheikh Ibrahim Gabriels from Cape Town, from Masjid al-Rabi in Mitchell's Plain. We've now added him to our team, and inshallah we look forward to having him on our team to provide us and our team and the Hujjaj traveling with us what is valuable knowledge, and to guide us on this trip, inshallah.
Well, inshallah. And just for people obviously wanting to get in touch with you, I know the brochures are out, and I'm sure it will be circulated far and wide, this PDF version on social media. So many people would have this by now as well. But just for people wanting to get in touch with you, what do they do?
If on our social media or Yusra Tours, you can just search Yusra Tours on all platforms. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all our contact details are there. We have a branch in Cape Town. We have our head office is in Pretoria. So all the details are on there. Our website, www.yusratours.co.za. You will find all the information, all our contact details, our landlines, all the cell numbers as well.
Well, Jazakallah khairan for that. And I must say, Yasser, I've been through this brochure and very, very impressive. Alhamdulillah. A job well done to you and your team. And, it does cover a lot of ground. It provides a lot of information, wealth of information, inshallah. And as always, we thank you. We do appreciate you taking time out and being with us right here on Salam Media. So to you and the Yusra Tours team, all the best, inshallah, for Hajj 2025. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Yasser Mookadam, CEO of Yusra Tours, with us this morning. And with that, we're going to go for a break. We come back, we'll end off this morning's broadcast talking with Shireen Boraji, the Hamza Shahlan tour to South Africa.
We are here in the middle of a Zahra neighborhood. The whole neighborhood is already destroyed. More than 17 towers are down. Here, as you can see, the firefighters trying their best to help. The people are still under the rubble. A lot of the people.
Join Hamza on his exclusive South African tour as he shares his personal experiences, never before seen footage, and powerful insights on the ongoing genocide in Gaza. This is more than just a talk. It's an invitation to witness Gaza through the lens of Hamza Sha'alan. Don't miss this opportunity to meet the photojournalist who brought Gaza's pain and perseverance to the world in its darkest moments. Follow Salam Media on social media pages for more on this tour and be part of the conversation.